Making it happen. Thank you. Making it happen. I want to say thank you for making it happen. Thank you.
Welcome to J is for Justice podcast. If live breaking news and following true crime is your thing, then please consider subscribing to my channel. And if you like what you see in my videos, please consider giving them a thumbs up.
Damn, good morning. Thank you, Vibrator 619 coming in. Super hot tonight. What is going on here? Thank you so much.
Coming in hot, just like the fajita.
With 10 clicker ships as well. Welcome, new members. Hi, Angie B. Hi, Sin. Wipe that sleep from your eyes and wake up, guys, because you guys were just donated a clicker ship. Cricket, wake up. Oh, what's happening today? I sound still a little tired, don't I?
Wake up.
Hey, Finn. Rolling in sideways. We just started, Miss Deanne. So you guys, I got like the raw videos. Well, I appreciate you. Listen, I got the raw videos and I uploaded number 1 today. And then after this, I'm going to fix the audio and stuff and do this one. Hey, Linda. Sorry, my voice sounds a little rough this morning. Let me have some coffee. All right. This is interview number 2. The date on this one is October 26, 2022. But I did listen to number 1 again. And I caught some things. So maybe we can go over it. Like, I'll go back and like make notes of timestamps or whatever. Welcome, Forever Green. And we'll go through them. Like the key points that I noticed or whatever. Thank you, Finn, for your $20 super chat. Good morning. Nice to see ya. Well, let's roll into it, shall we? Thank you guys so much for your support this morning. It's really appreciated. We're going to be live with Vallow at 2 p.m. today. Your son missed the bus this morning, so you're playing taxi with both. Oh, Kels, I don't miss those days. I will be honest. I don't miss I miss the bus days. You feel for Kathy? Well, I say we get into it. Let's start this. It's an hour and a half long. Let's go. Welcome in. Hit the like button. And let's listen. Moo, you're not the first person that I've seen say that.
Which means absolutely nothing to you. This is a property record and receipt. So this, it's going to read kind of funny, but you'll see. So we seal everything. So sealed paperback containing 1 pair of dirty Thorgood boots, size 7.5 mins. And then on down. So we took the clothing that you had mentioned that you possibly could have been wearing the day you're on the bridge. Okay. And then we also took some knives.
Oh yeah, put the new pole up too.
And then we also took a weapon, a SIG 40, right? Okay. Right there. I used to be a Beretta guy. I was in the Marine Corps. Yeah. Stopped at Berettas. And then when I first got on the state police, we had Berettas as well. And then we went to Glocks for a little bit.
Hi, Melissa.
And then we went to SIGs.
I was trying to think of what we even had. I think the Berettas were probably coming out before I got out. Because they used to have the old 45s.
Beretta?
No, they were
Springfield.
I have no idea, honestly. They were the government issued 45s.
Yeah, we had I think there were 40 Berettas. And I think when I came on in 2000,
hey, Puffin.
The state police, we had Berettas, but we went to Glocks, not a huge fan of Glocks, but SIGs. Mm-hmm. If I could build an indoor range and
he's trying to like connect with them on the guns.
I've not had a lot of experience, no.
No.
I mean, target practice here and there. It's probably been, I don't even remember. I haven't shot them in a long time. I know that.
Do they have like an indoor range in Delphi?
No, not that I know of. Honestly, I don't even know where. I haven't looked. There used to be one in Kokomo. That's the only thing I know.
Yeah, and you live in town, so you can't go out your back door and shoot it.
No, I probably could. It probably wouldn't be a good idea, but
I live out in the country, so I know my closest neighbor's like 2 miles away, so I shoot mine out there. I got like a ditch. Mm-hmm. I don't have an indoor range, but I have like a ditch I can shoot and stuff like that. So, like I said, these are the items that we took. These are the items that we're testing. Some tests take longer than others, as you know. So the lab wants me to ask a few questions just about
not Josh, but the lab.
And you'll understand when I ask you.
Okay.
So, for example, they took a lot of swabs. They're taking swabs off of everything. Okay. So what they want to know is, have you ever loaned anything out that we've taken? And again, I just told you what we took. I realized that, but mostly some of the major items have you ever loaned them out for a significant time? Because if, for example, my buddy's fuel pump went out in his truck, he said, hey, can I borrow your old truck? And I said, yeah. Said it's going to be 2 weeks, ended up being 5 or 6 months. That would be a significant time frame. That my buddy's DNA would be in that truck. Yeah. Is there anything that you've loaned out for besides your family members? We don't care about your wife's DNA.
Not that I can think of.
You never loaned a truck out, or your it's a Ford Focus. Is that what it is?
I mean, if I do, I certainly don't remember. Most of my family has vehicles, so extra vehicles.
Yeah.
So.
The same thing like my son. He sometimes will come over and leave his coat, and I'll wear it for a couple months or something like that. Okay. Or my son-in-law, he'll spend money on guns. He's a gun freak. He likes to buy guns, and then he'll be like, "Hey, can I borrow $500?" And then he'll give me one of his guns as collateral, and then when he gets the money back, anything like that you know of? Okay. So, I'll let the lab know that. That's one of the big things. And then, like I said, some of the tests are already back. I do want to talk to you about one of the tests that we got the results back. The other thing is, any of these knives or the gun, did you have that the day Do you recall having that with you on the day of the 13th when you were out there on the bridge?
Mm-mm. No.
You don't remember if you did or you didn't?
I didn't. I just went out for a short walk that day.
Okay. Okay. Well, we'll get to the meat and potatoes of this, Rick. I appreciate you being cooperative with me. I want to talk about the results of your handgun, okay?
Okay.
So, handguns, as you know probably, you may know more about them than I do, I don't know a lot, but they're very specific as far as the characteristics of the gun. So the firing pin is different from your firing pin, the extraction device is different from my extraction device, and they're basically what the lab has told me is that they're like fingerprints.
Mm-hmm.
They're specific to that gun and that gun only.
Because he did it, Sen.
So we took your gun, your 40 cal SIG, and we sent it down there to the lab to have it match with an item that we located on February the 14th when we found the girls.
Okay.
And that item was a 40 caliber Winchester round. We found that at the scene.
Okay.
The extraction marks on that round
match
your gun.
Perfect.
So
This is okay.
no, just hear me out. I'm just trying.
I am.
So this is
So his first response is no, they don't. He said they match the gun. He says no, they don't.
round. Okay, those are the extraction marks. That's the best picture of them. There's actually 3 of them. That's the same round that we found. Okay. And like
I haven't
said,
seen this yet.
The methodology that they use is scientific, and they were telling me, and this is the report. You can read it if you wish.
I don't need to read it.
Okay. Well, I'm just trying to help you. You know, let me tell you something.
Okay.
You know, the prosecutor and the other investigators, they want to see you lock you up, throw away the key. I don't
This
think
is
you're.
ridiculous.
Just listen to me for
Okay.
2 minutes. Let me explain this to you. I'm on your side. I talked to you a little bit out there.
I'm on your side.
I know
No,
you
you're not.
mentioned a couple times you don't want to be the fall guy for this. You also mentioned to me the other day when I was telling you, hey, I want to check the property out, make sure there's no damage, and you said, doesn't matter, it's over. You know, you made comments like that to me that really concerned me.
Sure.
Right. It's concerning.
And
And
what
now,
I mean by it's over is that you've already started something here that there's no backing out of. So you've done, the damage is done, I guess is what I'm saying. That's what I would have been referring to.
okay, and I agree with that. We have started this. We've been working on this for a long time, and all the evidence is clearly indicating you're involved in this. And listen to me, Rick. I don't believe you should be the fall guy. But all the evidence, you say you're out there. We have witnesses out there. We have your vehicle. We have experts. We have experts that say that's you on the video and that's your voice on the video.
Okay.
Experts, not me. I'm not an
I
expert.
gotcha.
Okay. And now we have your round
Mm-hmm.
at the scene.
Okay.
Not on the bridge. You said you're on the bridge.
I don't even know how my bullet would have gotten out there if that's my bullet.
It's without a doubt that this is very
Okay.
scientific. So let me show you a picture of this round, where it was found. That's the round right there. It hadn't been out there very long. That is Liberty's foot. It's within 6
Oh my
inches
word.
of one of the dead girls' bodies.
There's no way.
There is.
Whoa. 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 They just, wow. Wow. I got to go back and watch his reaction to this. Look at that picture, you guys. Can you see it? Here, you know what I'm going to do? Just for you guys, I'm going to zoom right the freak in. That's her freaking foot. In the woods. And he's looking at it right now. See that? He's like, there's the round, and there's Liberty's foot. See, look at the case, look at the bullet right there in the big picture over to the right. And then you see the one with her foot. They showed him her foot, y'all. They showed him her foot. Holy shit. Hold on. Oh my God, I'm shooketh. What am I doing here? Hold on. Sorry. Oh, I am beyond shooketh. All right, hold on. Let's go back about. Look at him looking at it. Look at that. Y'all. Y'all. Okay, watch again.
Show you a picture of this round where it was found.
So that picture wasn't one of the ones sitting out, right? He's getting it now. Oh, God. If I would have seen her foot, I would have. Oh, my goodness. Oof. Okay, watch again.
That's the round right there. It hadn't been out there very long. That is Liberty's foot. It's within 6 inches of one of the dead girl's bodies.
There's no way.
There is.
I'm telling you, there's not.
How did that round get?
Whoa. What do you guys think of that? What do you guys think of that? Does that kind of creep you out? Mm-mm-mm. Oof. I mean, and the cop even said, that's Liberty's foot. To get a reaction, probably, and he didn't react, y'all. Ugh.
It's without a doubt that this is very
Okay.
scientific. So let me show you a picture of this round where it was found. That's the round right there. It hadn't been out there very long. That is Liberty's foot. It's within 6 inches of one of the dead girl's bodies.
There's no way.
There is.
I'm telling you, there's not.
How did that round get there, Rick?
I don't know how the round got there. What I'm telling you is, if that is truly what you're saying it is, it's not my round.
The scientific experts are saying, I got a report saying.
Oof. And he keeps her leg there, guys. Oh, my goodness. Goodness. I know when he goes, like, shrugs it off, like, sorry, I don't mean to keep playing it, but that, to me, is a very important moment right here.
I don't even know how my bullet would have gotten out there if that's my bullet.
It's without a doubt that this is very
Okay.
scientific. So let me show you a picture of this round where it was found.
Watch again how he shrugs it off. And?
That's the round right there. It hadn't been out there very long. That is Liberty's foot. It's within 6 inches of one of the dead girl's bodies.
See that
There's
hand?
no way.
There is.
I'm telling you, there's not.
How did that round get there, Rick?
I don't know how the round got there. What I'm telling you is, if that is truly what you're saying it is, it's not my round.
The scientific experts are saying, I got a report saying that round came from your gun.
Okay, but understand this.
You were on the bridge.
I told you I was on the bridge.
Listen, right now, like I said, I got a prosecutor and
Listen, my thought is, if you see that leg and that foot is still there, I wouldn't want to see that if I was innocent and I had nothing to do with this. I wouldn't want, look at her leg, y'all. It's literally drained of blood and completely pasty white. Oh my God. He has a daughter and he's not bothered by this at all? Wow. I would be very upset if they were putting me right next to this dead leg of a young girl. I don't know, man.
investigators are going to
Okay.
lock you up. And if you don't give us a narrative, if you don't tell us your side of the story, there's two sides to every story. Hang on.
Okay.
I'm trying to help you.
I get that.
The media is going to portray you as this
I know.
monster, and you don't want your wife
And it's
your
already
daughter
going to
to
get there anyway, so.
Yeah. So this is your chance to tell us exactly what happened.
Unlike some people, most people, I care what people think about me, and
I care what people think about me.
And you do.
You've already set that ball rolling.
Yeah, but there's only
If you didn't do anything, though. If you didn't do anything, look at that photo.
one way to get out in front of it, and that's to tell the truth. What happened that day?
I can't tell you what happened that day.
You can tell us.
How?
There's no doubt in my mind that the evidence clearly indicates that you're involved in this. Are you the mastermind behind this? I don't know.
Mastermind, okay.
Did somebody else set this up? I don't know, Rick.
Bing bong.
I want to know. And no.
Did somebody else set this up? That's a bing freaking bong. Look at him. What?
Only you know. The truth will set you free. That's it.
Yeah.
The truth will protect you from the.
Well, that's what I would have thought.
Well, tell the truth. Tell me how this round got next to one of our girls, in between both girls.
I don't know.
You do know. And if you don't tell me, you're going down for this.
Well, okay.
I'm serious. This isn't a joking matter.
I'm not joking.
You're this
Do you
close.
realize what you've done to me?
No, this reaction's weird to me. The laughing? Why isn't he asking for a lawyer? What is going on?
Well, that's what I would have thought.
Well, tell the truth. Tell me how this round got next to one of our girls, in between both girls.
I don't know.
You do know. And if you don't tell me, you're going down for this.
Well, okay.
I'm serious. This isn't a joking matter.
I'm not joking.
You're this
Do you
close.
realize what you've done to me? This is like you've talked to the people I work with. You've talked to my neighbors. You know, I've got anxiety. I got all kinds of stress and depression and one of the big things.
Anxiety and depression. Oh, woe is me. You have a dead teenager's leg in a picture in front of you who went through much worse than what you're going through.
Is you could not even think something about me, but if I think you think something about me, it bothers me. And that's already done because people out there already know that you think I did something.
I don't think that.
And I didn't. Okay.
Rick, I don't think that. The evidence clearly indicates you're involved.
Right.
So if you were in my seat and I had you saying you're out there, witnesses saying you're out there at the same time with the girls, and now after a search
Your opinion
warrant,
matters,
your house, we find a gun, your gun. You own that gun, right?
I do.
When did you buy it?
Oh my gosh. I don't even remember.
2001. I'll
Okay.
check for you. I know a lot of the answers to the questions I'm going to ask you, but I'm just trying to give you the opportunity to be honest.
Hi,
That's
Tato.
why I asked the question. So you bought it in 2001 in Peru.
Okay.
And I asked you if you ever loaned anything out. I gave you scenarios. No. So that's your gun. Either you had that gun or somebody had that gun. Because there's no way that round gets on that property where these two girls were killed without that gun being there. And you're there, your car's there, witnesses say
There is no way a round from my gun was anywhere near the girls, the bridge. It just didn't happen.
And listen, we're trying to help you. We're trying to help you prove
No,
it.
you're trying to accuse me of murdering two little. Calm me down. You ask me a few questions. You ask me what I'm wearing, and I tell you what I think I was probably wearing that day, and then you try to say that I'm saying that's me in that picture, and it's not.
You don't have to say that.
I'm done.
Well, I have a warrant for your
I know you
DNA.
do.
For your DNA first. What do you think I have a warrant for? You know I have a warrant. What?
I figure you're going to arrest me. You obviously think I've done it. The damage is done. Go ahead and do what you're going to do.
What?
Well,
This doesn't just go away.
I know.
Exactly.
The only person I think can explain all this is you, and you're not explaining it to me.
I don't know what it is you want me to explain.
What were you doing on the bridge? How did your round get there? And why did you kill these two girls? Or why were you involved in this? What was your involvement?
I had no.
I don't think. Listen, Rick. I don't think you're the one that killed them. I don't think you're the one that stuck the knife in them.
Whoa.
Are you?
I
Are
didn't.
you that guy?
Really?
Are you? I'm
No.
asking you.
Anybody that knows me knows I could never, even if I wanted to, do something like that. That's not who I am.
Then what happened?
I can't tell you. How do you expect me to tell you? You want me to make up a story and
No, the truth. The truth is simple. You don't have to make that up. You just go back and tell me the truth.
I
You can't
told
tell me
you.
that this event has not been weighing on you for years and years and years. You were out there.
Yes. Okay, so that's one thing I noticed in number one. It just triggered my memory. He said that he doesn't really remember. Shit, now I forgot. Hang on, let me go back a few seconds. It was a contradiction in the last video.
Just go back and tell me the truth.
I
You can't
told
tell me
you.
that this event has not been weighing on you.
Yeah. Okay. So in one breath in the last interview, he said that, you know, he kind of forgot about this. And then in the next breath, he was like, you know, this has been on my mind for years. So it was like very contradictory.
For years and years and years. You were out there.
I told you that. I don't know what you want me to do at this point. I did not murder two little.
They redact that.
I've been so nice
Oh,
to you.
let's see.
I've been so nice to
Oh,
you.
yeah, you're being nice. You're trying to get me to confess to something I had.
Did you see him look right at the camera? To me, and I'm no professional, that is a sign of, oh, I'm being recorded. Watch.
I've been so nice.
Let's see.
See that? See that? He ain't thinking about talking to the investigator. He's looking at that damn camera. I agree with you, Cricket. Right smack at the camera.
I've been so nice to you.
Oh, yeah, you're being nice. You're trying to get me to confess to something I had nothing to
I'm
do
trying to
with.
get you to tell the truth. I'm not trying to trick you. I've drawn out what we have.
It-
Most of it.
You assume it's the truth, and it's not.
It has to be the truth. The scientists don't lie. The science doesn't lie.
That's awesome.
It's saying that round came from your gun.
I don't understand all that. All I'm telling you is there's a way that a round from my gun, the one that you took from my house, ended up next to a murder scene or anywhere else.
No,
I don't know where you got that bullet. If it came out of my gun,
right there. That's the
then
round.
it didn't come out of my gun.
That round was
Then
collected.
it didn't come out of my gun.
Rick, that round was collected on the 14th of February 2017.
Okay.
It's been in evidence ever since.
Okay.
All right, and we've compared other weapons to that.
I understand what you're saying, but I can't explain it. I'm just telling you that if that was next to a murder site or anywhere near it, it didn't come out of my gun. And I don't know where you would have got one that did come out of my gun.
Right there. It was there. It was found.
Okay.
And I don't think
Brendan.
you realize the severity of this. You realize the death penalty is on the table for this?
You know what? I don't really care about living at this point. I've dealt with not wanting to live for 7, 8 years now. It's been a long fucking battle.
Oh, wow. The death penalty really fucking triggered him. Not that, you know, if you're innocent, of course, the thought of the death penalty would give you a reaction. But kind of funny, the past 7, 8 years, he's been struggling. And how long since the murders? And he gets fucking mad, dude.
Near it, it didn't come out of my gun. And I don't know where you would have got one that did come out of my gun.
Right there. It was there. It was found.
Okay.
And I don't think you realize the severity of this. You realize the death penalty is on the table for this?
You know what? I don't really care about living at this point. I've dealt with not wanting to live for 7, 8 years now. It's been a long fucking battle. And with what you guys have done to me, kill me. I don't give a fuck. You'll make my wife rich. So
Is that what she wants? Is that what your daughter wants?
they don't want any of this to even be happening.
Well, it is.
Exactly.
I can't turn this back.
Exactly.
What a thing to say. I'm sorry. I think that's weird.
You were there. You're there.
Yeah.
The experts say that's you on the video.
Okay.
The experts are saying you said down the hill. to the girls. The experts are saying all this. That all the evidence indicates you were out there. The witnesses saw you. The witness saw you. You said you didn't see anybody else on the bridge, but there was a girl that walked up, a lady that walked up and saw you on the platform, right?
Okay.
You didn't see her, and then right after that, these two girls that end up dead minutes later walk by her, and
Oof.
she looks back and sees them passing you. You're the last person to have contact with Abby and Libby. Your weapon, your gun out of your weapon is.
I've never contacted Abby and Libby.
Vibe, why are you triggered? We can all have differing opinions. I just don't happen to think that he's innocent as you do. 10% of me thinks he's innocent.
I've never even met him.
That day. Why? Who said
I
that?
didn't.
That's all I want to know is the truth. You're not willing to.
I told you the truth. Do what you need to do.
Okay. Well, let me get I have the warrant here for your DNA, and then let me step out and see. And they'll come in and swab you with it.
That's fine.
Well, I'm trying to help you, but all right, I think they got the warrant, so hang on 1 second.
Damn, he leaves that picture sitting there too. So you know they leave to see what the fuck he's gonna do. And damn, he looks over at that leg. Oh, fuck. Mm-mm. Ooh. I would so flip that picture over. That is so disturbing. Hey, country chickens. Oh, he's looking at it again. Oh, he looks right at the camera and shakes his head. Look at that. Did you see that? I'm sorry, that's not normal to want to keep looking at that. Mm-mm. Oh, Jesus. There's his eyes back over to it again. If he had a gun, one person could definitely do this. To two teenage girls with a gun, hold them at gunpoint, fuck yeah. Without a doubt. You guys saw how they totally... Oh, there he goes again. There he goes again. Fuck. Why does he keep looking at his hands? Did he get like a scar on his hand or something from the knife or?
All right, Rick, this is a warrant right now. We have to collect your DNA. Tuxedo's going to do it.
Okay.
I have to read it to you.
All right, let me fix the
Law
screen.
enforcement reference DNA standard buccal swab. You're hereby authorized and ordered in the name of
Because they're going to bring Kathy in a minute.
to take a DNA standard of Richard M. Allen by buccal swab. So basically, I'll just swab the inside of your teeth.
Okay.
Compare that to any DNA that we have. Okay. You are further ordered to any means necessary to seize Richard Allen and to take the buccal swab. You're being cooperative, so we don't have to worry about that. But if you weren't, we could get it any means necessary. To compare the evidence of the crime. You are furthermore ordered to seize such copy or any part thereof found on such search, and that you bring the same or any part therefore with before me to be disposed of according to law. So basically, we take it. We can't dispose of it until the judge says so.
Okay.
We'll keep this. Okay.
Yes, sir.
Do you have anything in your mouth?
No.
No. Turn the right way for me. Just turn your body.
Just turn my body.
Yeah. All right, open your mouth.
Right. Who gives their DNA without a lawyer present? Good morning, Tripper. Richard Allen's buccal swabs. There's probably some women on the internet that would pay money for these swabs. Blit. He's innocent. YouTube said so. I think I need more coffee, y'all. I'm gonna go make a cuppa. I'll be in the chat.
Well, ball's in your court, Rick.
You just took my DNA.
So what you were telling me out there, it's over, huh?
The damage is done. I don't know.
I'm sorry that you think this is funny. You keep laughing. Maybe it's just a nervous laugh. I don't know, but I'm trying to help you. Yes. Why is all this evidence clearly indicating that you're involved?
I can't tell you that. And what you're talking to me about is a bullet that was found by the murder scene next to...
It's more than just that. You have to listen to me for just 2 minutes straight. Just forget about everything else. Okay? The girls have a video of you. Experts are saying without a doubt that is you on the bridge, that is your voice. How they do it, I don't know. I'm not an expert.
Okay.
That's what they're saying. We have 5 witnesses that see you out there on the bridge with the girls.
Don't see that.
Right? Why don't you see that? I'm not lying to you.
Because it didn't happen.
It did happen.
There could have been somebody that seen me that I didn't see. What I'm telling you is they didn't see me anywhere near the girls or anybody else because I wasn't around anybody that day. So I'm done answering. Like, I know you're trying to trick me into saying
No, I'm
that.
not tricking you.
I don't care how stressed out I get. I'm not going to fucking admit to something that I had nothing to do with.
I'm not asking you to do that. I'm not trying to trick you.
I didn't.
Listen, I have a full hand of cards here. I'm not laying all my cards on the table.
Okay.
I'm telling you bits and pieces, hoping that you will realize that without a doubt, we have you out there at the time of the merger. It clearly indicates that you're involved in this. Clearly.
It does not. There is nothing that you could have that's going to indicate me because I wasn't out there.
And you don't think that you're around like 6 inches away?
I know that a round from my gun did not end up at a murder scene.
You're wrong.
Okay.
And the proof is right here.
I don't believe it. I mean,
Well, you're going to.
I'm not.
You said you didn't want to be the fall guy. You're being the fall guy because you won't give us your side of the story. The truth.
I don't care.
You should care.
You're not going to prove I did something I didn't do.
You're exactly right. We're not. We're going to
Okay.
prove what you did. Your involvement in this.
Involvement. What was my involvement?
You tell me. You were there.
And I told you
there.
I had nothing to do with it. I told you I never even seen it.
I wasn't there. I'm not on video. 4
Neither
witnesses
am I.
didn't see me.
He says
4 or 5
neither
witnesses
am
didn't see me
I.
out there, and I can.
Me either.
And my round wasn't out of my gun. Wasn't 6 inches away from a dead girl's foot.
Mine either.
I'm telling you, you're living in this world,
Okay.
and I don't know why. I'm showing you some of the evidence that we have.
But Mouse, you have to remember that the bullet isn't the only evidence, right? There's other. The fact that the only phone that was quote unquote recycled was the phone he was using at the time of the murders, right?
And I'm giving you the opportunity to give your narrative, because if you don't, they're going to make it up. And you know, the media, not even media is mild compared to social media.
Sure.
Is going to
Who
portray
cares
you as
about
this monster.
media?
Are you a monster?
They're already going to do that. You've already talked.
When you get arrested for
It
this?
doesn't even matter because I actually care about what people think.
Yeah, you do.
I said I do. I actually care about
I know
what
you
people think. That's why
So do I. That's
you've
why
already done the damage. How am I supposed to? Never mind.
No, please. Talk to
All
me.
about him.
I just
clear this up in my head.
I just don't know how I'm supposed to act like this never happened.
You can't. You can't. act
I'm not
like this
saying the
happened.
murder. I'm saying
That's exactly what you're saying. Your conscience is trying to tell you this is the day. This is the time. This is time to get out in front of this, Rick. You made a mistake. You got in the
No,
middle
I
of
didn't.
this. You got in the middle of this. You cannot explain all the evidence away. And you're saying, "Oh, that's not me. I'm just telling you what we have. Some of what we have,
Okay.
and we're still working on other things.
Okay.
But
I'm not
You
going to
said
tell
earlier-
you I did something I didn't do.
I don't want you to say.
End of story.
And I appreciate that. What did you do? What is
I-
your involvement? Who else? You know, I have 100 different questions, but if you're not willing to tell the truth, it's a waste of your time and mine. And you're going down for something that you have maybe some involvement in. Maybe this is all you. That's what it's like.
Where's this guy that's saying that I helped him?
You tell me. I'm not saying that. Did I say today that somebody?
You're saying that I was involved. Well, if I didn't do it, but I'm involved, what are you saying?
Oh, this guy that. Oh,
If you
shit.
got somebody saying I helped them do it, they're fucking crazy.
Okay. I never said that. Did I?
No, he
I just said
didn't.
you're involved. What is your involvement? Is that a theory that some people may have? That
I don't.
Wow. He didn't ever say that. He just said, I don't think you're the one that put the knife in him. But who's the other guy, Richard?
Already gonna do that. You've already talked.
When you get arrested for
It
this?
doesn't even matter because I actually
many-
care about what people think.
Yeah, you do.
I said I do. I actually care about
I know
what
you do.
people think. That's why
So do I. That's
you've
why
already done the damage. How am I supposed to? Never mind.
No, please talk to me.
I just
Clear this up in my head.
I just don't know how I'm supposed to act like this never happened.
You can't. You can't. Act
I'm not
like this
saying
never
the
happened.
murder. I'm saying
That's exactly what you're saying. Your conscience is trying to tell you this is the day. This is the time. This is time to get out in front of this, Rick. You made a mistake. You got in the
No,
middle
I
of
didn't.
this. You got in the middle of this. You cannot explain all the evidence away.
The
And you're saying,
middle
oh,
of
that's not me. I'm just telling you what we have, some of what we have.
Okay.
And we're
Well-
still working on other things.
Okay.
You know what's wild is that Richard kept saying we about going to the bridge. We. And I was like, who's got a mouse in your pocket? What's up?
But
I'm not
you
going to
said
tell you
earlier-
I did something I didn't do.
I don't want you to say.
End of story.
And I appreciate that. What did you do? What is
I-
your involvement? Who else? You know, I have 100 different questions, but if you're not willing to tell the truth, it's a waste of your time and mine. And you're going down for something that you have maybe some involvement in. Maybe this is all you. That's what it's like.
Where's this guy that's saying that I helped him?
You tell me. I'm not saying that. Did I say today that
You're saying that I was involved. Well, if I didn't do it, but I'm involved, what are you saying? If you got somebody saying I helped them do it, they're fucking crazy.
Okay. I never said that. Did I? I just said you're involved. What is your involvement? Is that a theory that some people may have that
I don't know.
I just want you to tell me all the truth. I just want you to
I'm
be
done.
just completely honest with me.
If you're gonna arrest me, arrest me. I'm not talking anymore. This is ridiculous.
I just thought maybe you would appreciate my effort to help you. I mean, apparently you don't, because after today I can't help you.
Oh my God.
And,
Hold on.
You do understand that.
I don't need your help.
You need help. You don't think any of this is important?
I think that nothing that you have is going to show me anywhere near the murder of 2 little girls. That's what I'm telling you.
I'm telling you, we do have that.
You don't. It's not possible.
It is possible.
Whatever.
Good morning, Cole.
Well, I apologize.
I'm already been dealing with bullshit, having to worry about what you've said to my neighbors, what you've said to the people I work with. That's more than I want to deal with. I'm not going to sit here and do this.
Okay. All right, sit tight.
Jesus Christ.
No, there was no evidence that they knew each other. You're right. But his phone is also missing. So that's where that evidence would be. You can't get records that
No, I
are
wasn't in there. Could you just give me?
not there.
You don't want to talk about that.
Not
Okay,
gonna
what-
talk about any of it.
Okay, what I failed to tell you too is the witnesses saw a gun in your pocket.
No, they didn't.
You're saying you didn't have a gun
I'm saying I did not have a gun.
when you were out there, and you told me earlier no one borrowed that gun.
I probably never would have let somebody borrow my gun.
Probably wouldn't have, but I'm asking you, did you?
No.
Okay. And again, I tried to clarify this earlier. You and I both know I'm not a scientist, and you're not a scientist. But what the scientists are telling me is this extraction mark is like a fingerprint. It's unique to the gun. I told you that earlier. You understand that. It's not unique to that type of gun. It's unique to that specific gun. Just like your fingerprint. If I have a fingerprint,
Mm-hmm.
my fingerprint, your fingerprint, and I got a fingerprint at the scene, we match that fingerprint. It's significant to one person. No
Okay.
fingerprints are alike.
And what I'm telling you is there is no way that a bullet from my gun ended up at a murder scene.
And we've been working on this for over 5.5 years.
I don't like how it's cut
We did a
out.
search warrant for your house, find your gun, because we were told when we found that round that it had 3 extraction marks on it. And without a doubt, they would be able to match that extraction mark to the gun. Not type of gun, the gun. We've taken multiple guns down there, and they have not matched to those extraction marks.
Mm-hmm.
Your gun does, 100% without a doubt. It's in this certificate of analysis. The scientists say that the marks on that gun match your gun.
And I'm telling you, it didn't happen. I didn't shoot anybody. I've never even pointed a gun at
I'm
anybody.
not saying you shot anybody. I'm saying a fully intact round from your gun was.
And I'm telling you that's not possible.
It is.
It's not.
How's it not?
Because I wasn't there.
You were there. You said you were there.
I told you I was on the trail. I didn't tell you I was at a murder site.
You said you were on the damn
This round is
bridge.
telling me you were there.
Oh my God, I can't.
You
with
didn't,
this
I
guy.
don't know what it's telling
you
you,
didn't
honestly.
lend your gun to anybody. I asked you that. Did you?
I'm done answering
He
questions.
puts himself there,
Trust me.
dressed
I'm
the
done.
same as Bridge Guy. I mean, come on.
I don't know what you want me to tell you. I'm not going to sit here and tell you something that's not true so you can feel better about this.
I already feel good about this.
Okay.
I feel good about what the experts are telling me.
Okay.
I feel good about the scientific evidence. I feel good about the
Here's
witness
that picture,
statements.
guys.
I feel good about everything. What I don't feel good about is you being a fall guy for anybody or everybody or anybody involved in this, if that's possible. Maybe I'm wrong. Maybe you did do this all by yourself. That's exactly, I know you keep snickering at that, but that's exactly what's going to be portrayed of you. You're this evil monster that was just hunting for 2 teenage girls so you could just go down there and terrorize them and kill them. And that's not true. Is it?
Snickering is not a good look either. I mean, nothing about this is funny, right? There's 2 dead teenagers. It's a very immature way to reply by snickering like you're in the principal's office and you were seen outside yesterday smoking outside the high school. I mean, that's how he acts. This is a double murder case. This isn't normal to me.
I told you.
You and I both know that that's not true. You and I both know what happened. The evidence clearly is indicating. Now, there's some missing pieces, and I'm going to find those missing pieces.
Okay.
And it would be easier if you helped me find those missing pieces.
Oh my God. I'm not going to sit here and tell you I did something I didn't do.
I don't want you to. I told you that.
Good eye, sunshine.
That's exactly what you want me to do. What else would you want me to do but tell you I did it? And I'm not going to because I didn't.
No, you know
I've
what?
never been around those 2 girls
Ooh.
in my life.
You were on the trail.
Okay, hold on. You just struck another memory. Wicked West says there was also no evidence that he was a child predator. That evidence would be all over the place. KK's tech didn't have any on it either. Okay, well, KK deleted all his shit once he figured out that the girls were dead. Right? Because he was that Anthony Shots account. We know that. We know that he messaged the Anthony Shots account that Klein did and said, you know, what happened. And the Shots account replied, they didn't show up. That was when Keegan started deleting stuff. But what I wanted to say was that Richard Allen, in the first interview, he was talking about something. Oh, his stocks. He was talking about the stocks. And they said, oh, how did that work out for you? And they said, oh, you know, did you get rich or whatever? And he's like, no, I figured out that I don't do that anymore. It's too risky. And I thought, what don't you do anymore? Is it really stocks or is it something else you were doing on your device at that point in time? Because if you feel like you got away with murder, wouldn't you resist that risky behavior? Just in case this ever happens and they want your phone? I don't think that you would partake like that, right?
I was on the trail that day, and I told you that.
They walked right by you, according to witnesses.
No, they didn't. I never even seen them. Like, I think I'm going to see somebody if they walk past me. Am I not? I'm not saying somebody didn't see me that I didn't see. All I'm telling you is I never seen those 2 girls.
And why didn't you report this day one?
Report what?
So my question is, did he record this? Did he record them at all? God, wouldn't that be fucking weird? Record it, sell it? I don't know.
You were out there and you saw those 2 girls. You were in the area.
The very day that they came out and said that they wanted anybody who might have been out there to come in, that's what I did. I went down to the police station. I said, hey, I was out at the trail that day.
Did you want to?
Well, I obviously did, or I wouldn't have.
Did your wife encourage you to? Because she's talking
No.
to us. She's talking to us right now. And
I'm sure she is. And she's going to tell you there's no way in hell that I'd ever do this. So we're all good.
It's not what was going on, Rick.
I mean, let's not forget they were searching for that phone.
And I don't know what is.
Hold on. This is important.
I just wish you'd be honest.
Remember, they were searching that river in Peru by Keegan Klein's house for a phone, because Keegan Klein had a phone that disappeared as well after he left and went to Vegas after the murders.
That's all I know.
Oh my God. I have been honest with you, and you obviously don't believe me.
I don't, because if this evidence wasn't there, I would.
Okay.
You don't believe this evidence is...
I don't.
We're not here.
There's no way possible.
We didn't...
There is no way possible that a round from my gun ended up at a murder scene. It's not possible. So something's obviously wrong.
Something is wrong.
Exactly.
You and I both know what's wrong.
I didn't do it. And I'm not going to sit here all day trying to convince you that I didn't do it. You obviously think that I did.
I'm not going to sit here all day and convince you that I think that you did do it, Rick. I'm just laying down some of the evidence that we have.
Okay.
And we're going to get more.
I don't think
And
so.
we're only giving you the opportunity to get out in front of this. This is your opportunity. Like I said earlier, the truth is easy.
I've got nothing to get out in front of. I'm not going to tell you I did something I didn't do.
Okay.
Okay.
And I don't want you to tell me something that you didn't do.
Then stop asking me to.
I'm not. I'm just asking you to tell the truth about this day. I asked you to go back and rehash it, and you wouldn't. Why?
I told you, because I'm not going to... You guys are like trying to trick me into
I'm not trying to
doing
trick
something.
You. I'm not trying to trick you.
I told you what happened. You've already got it. There's no need for me to tell you again.
Story.
Whatever. There aren't any. I don't know how I can make this any clearer. I'm not going to tell you that I had something to do with this.
Okay. And I don't know how I can make this any clearer. We have evidence indicating that you're clearly involved in this. And that's
Groovy
that's
because
sad
he was
that you
seen.
know.
Okay.
Because if that was your daughter out there, you would want some people to help.
You're damn right I
You're
would.
right. But you don't, so.
That was your daughter. He said he was there because people saw him there, dude. He had to say he was there. I mean, he was there. He said that he walked out to the platforms same time that the girls were there. He said he was dressed just like the guy that was seen on the bridge behind the girls. I mean, either this guy is the most unlucky person on the planet or he's guilty. That's my conclusion. The bullet had to be forced to fit the agenda. He knows there's no evidence. It's been years. I mean, deny, deny, deny. What you looking at your wrist for, Richard? He did say he got deals on phones, but why would you only recycle the one used at the murders, right? His demeanor is a stark contrast to what they presented to the public. Argumentative and strong, yet we are to believe he is a victim of corruption. No, says Snazzy. Yep, we sure were relayed something different by those defense attorneys, weren't we? I like me a defense attorney, but they are a little biased. Absolutely, SK. And thank you, Snazzy, for your super chat. I think so too, Jenna. Make sure you get your votes in because we're going to compare them to yesterday's results. Hey, Miss Smith. Hope you're doing well. We've missed you too, girl. Wonder what's going through his mind right now. I know I love interrogation videos, Heather. So interesting to watch. Little T-Rex arms too. Look at that. Look how long his forearms are and how short his bicep is. Well, I hope it gets better, Miss Smith.
Still waiting because it sounds like your wife's talking and she's being honest. So, she basically said you can't believe you lied to her, so you're lying to us too. But so, is there a reason why you have this round in your little keepsake box? What kind of ammo did you have for your SIG?
I don't know.
Blazer?
I don't know.
I'm telling you.
At that time.
At that time, you had Winchester.
Okay.
The round we found was Winchester. The ammo you had in your gun and for your gun at the time was Blazer. But this was a Winchester. It said right there, Winchester. Same exact type of round.
We've been through this.
I know. I'm just giving you opportunity. And like I said, your wife's being honest.
Please stop giving me opportunity.
She says ever since 2017, she's saying that you didn't want to go. You wouldn't let her go on the search party. She wanted to help.
Oh.
And she's saying that.
I think I know my wife.
Well, I'm just telling you.
My
You want me to bring her in?
Some stupid shit.
You want me to bring her in and tell you? She's telling the truth about what happened.
Wait,
you
are we
tell
frozen?
Her that you've lied to her for years. Is how she feels right now. Because
My bad.
And your depression has gotten considerably worse since this incident, which is
this has been going on for 7-8 years now.
But it's gotten worse since.
Well, it's gotten really bad.
I could see why. If I killed two girls, I would get.
Oh my God.
I would have depression too.
Well,
I would have mental issues too.
I'm sure you would.
Living with this.
I'm sure you would.
And that's why you are. Here's what I think, Rick. I don't know. Only you know. But here's my theory. You're out there. Maybe somebody set this up. Maybe they didn't. Maybe you're out there. Maybe we know you're out there. That's not a theory. That's a fact. We know you had a gun. Girls saw the gun in there. We know you have anger issues. Your wife told us before that you have some anger issues and you have depression and you have, those types of issues. And maybe these girls said something to you. I don't know. Maybe you said go down the hill, which we know. The experts say you said go down the hill. You get down there and they, they piss you off for whatever reason.
Hold on. Another thing he said in the first one, he was talking about how him and a group from Walmart went and tore down a shack he said, if you go to the trailhead and then he says, and go down the hill, there's a shack and we tore that down. So that tells me he's been down the hill. And I'm going to go back and clip these sections, especially that down the hill. Cause he said, if you go to the trailhead and go down the hill, so I'm going to clip that. I'll figure it out later, but it was really interesting.
The gun, you didn't realize you racked that gun to scare them.
I want to see the wife's interrogation.
You didn't realize it because maybe do you carry that gun with a?
I'll try to find it right now.
Chambered, or do you not have it chambered?
When I carry it, I would have a round chamber.
So you don't rack it to scare very often. Well, you were carrying it that day because girls said. So if you have one chambered, and what I'm saying is if I have a round chamber, which I do, and I rack this gun right now around a fully intact round will pop out. correct?
I assume.
Well, that's what's happened. And you didn't realize it.
Okay.
And that's why that round's there on the ground, Rick. And this is your
I
opportunity.
just heard it, Tripper.
And you say that, you don't want to this and
Can you
that.
please stop giving me opportunities? I'm not going to sit here and tell you I did something I didn't do.
Okay, tell me what
I'm not
you
going to
did.
tell you I'm involved with something.
Tell me what you did do then that day. Help me.
I didn't
Help me
murder
set
two
you
little
free.
girls.
What did you do?
I went for a walk on the trail and I
Okay.
went home. And I told you the details of the best I can remember of what I did that day and what the walk was. I'm not going to... This is ridiculous. I'm not going to just keep repeating myself.
Okay.
So,
But I'm not going to keep bringing up more evidence.
Right there.
either.
I found it.
I only give you so much.
Hey, listen. I found it. Okay, listen. Listen.
For a period of time, but did you ever park there before when you went? Yeah. A lot of times you did? Okay. I mean, we used to when it wasn't marked. Mm-hmm. We did a cleanup down there one time with, I brought a bunch of Walmart people, kind of a community engagement thing, and we did a cleanup down there. It's the year that they tore down, we tore down that, if you go down, not the High Bridge way, but that one where I sit on the bench. Yeah, that I was telling you about. If you go down that hill, there used to be a little shed, a little shack down there, and they tore that, and that's, we were there that day that we tore that down. Okay. Now, you guys did that with Walmart. Was that a local Walmart you worked at? Lafayette. Lafayette, okay. The one on the Commerce or the one on Commerce? Okay, all right. Mm-hmm. So, you guys came up and did that. Would you know when that was? Oh, Lord, no. Well, it was before or after this? 2006. Oh, it would have been way before. I wasn't even with... It was what, 17? Yep. When the girls were out there. 13... 17. I wasn't even with Walmart at the time. I would have already been with CVS. Yeah, okay. So sometime in the... Yeah, it would have been way before. I mean, I went to CVS and...
Wait a second. Did I pass it? I got all excited. Did you guys hear it? Hold on. Oh, I didn't hear it. Hold on.
Like where you take farming equipment in and out or something, but I know at one point they flagged it that it said no parking, so we didn't park there for a period of time, but... Did you ever park there before when you went? Yeah. A lot of times you did? Okay. I mean, we used to when it wasn't marked. Mm-hmm. We did a cleanup down there one time with, I brought a bunch of Walmart people, kind of a community engagement thing, and we did a cleanup down there. It's the year that they tore down, we tore down that, if you go down, not the High Bridge way, but that one where I sit on the bench. Yeah, that I was telling you about. If you go down that hill, there used to be a little shed, a little shack down there.
Right there.
One where I sit on the bench. Yeah, that I was telling you about. If you go down that hill, there used to be a little shed, a little shack down there, and they tore that, and that's, we were there that day that we tore that down.
Okay. If you go down the hill there. Yep. So he doesn't say it in the same tone, but he says if you go down the hill there. And I was like, oh, so he's been down the hill. Did he know, what's his face? Did he know Ron Logan? That's another question. Did he know Ron Logan? You guys, we only have 99 likes. Can we get some likes up for this?
What about Ron Logan? Do you know Ron Logan?
mm-hmm.
Oh,
You ever
Jesus.
been on his property?
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Oh, Jesus. Right after that. Oh, my God. Then he asked him, do you know Ron Logan? Lord have mercy on my soul.
what about Ron Logan? Do you know Ron Logan?
Mm-hmm.
You ever been on his property?
Mm-hmm.
You don't,
Not that I know of.
You don't hunt. You say you fish.
We mushroom hunt. Yeah, I fish.
I'm just trying to figure out why that round from your gun would be out there. I'm giving you the.
Not.
I know you don't want me to give you opportunities, but I'm giving you the opportunity. But you never mushroom hunt on that side of that ditch. On 2000, you weren't mushrooming. It was too early for mushrooms.
A little bit. It was just a seasonably warm day, so I went for a walk.
Oh. So he just admitted that he remembers it was a seasonably warm day? Huh. But he put that jacket on, right? Remember he said something different in the first one. How does he remember that?
I'm just trying to figure out why that round from your gun would be out there. I'm giving you the.
Not.
I know you don't want me to give you opportunities, but I'm giving you the opportunity. But you never mushroom hunt on that side of that ditch. On 2000, you weren't mushrooming. It was too early for mushrooms.
A little bit. It was just a seasonably warm day, so I went for a walk.
Okay.
I haven't, Tripper. I never heard of that person.
Nobody had your gun that you know of.
I don't think.
I'm not answering that. I've answered it 15 times.
I mean, obviously, you would tell me if somebody did, because then that would put them there and not you. Because right now, you are already out there by witnesses, and you and I both know that realistically, the evidence doesn't lie.
That's right,
So
second.
It obviously does, if that's what it's saying.
I think I know you well enough, maybe I don't, that if you did know somebody borrowed your gun or had your gun, you would tell us.
Of course I would.
Okay.
Wow.
So it's realistic for me to believe that you were the only one to have your gun. Excuse me.
I've answered that 15 times.
Okay. And you said 15 times. That's true.
He also knows they're talking to Kathy
So
right
like I
now.
said, I'm trying to help you. If you don't want me to help you, I won't. I'll leave
I
it now.
don't. That's fine.
What I'd like for you to do is tell me again what happened, because you didn't tell me. I watched the interview. And I'm just trying to figure out why your round from your gun was 6 inches from those girls.
And I'm telling you, that's not possible.
You believe in science? You believe in...
I believe in science. I don't understand all of it.
I don't either, but if a scientist, a certified analyst, is telling you that this round came from this gun, specifically this gun, not this type of gun.
I get all that. I know what you're saying. And what I'm telling you is that bullet did not come from my gun if it was found at that murder scene or on the bridge or where, like, it didn't come from my gun is what I'm trying to tell you.
I wonder, too, if you look over here to the right-hand corner of the screen. Let me see if you guys can see it. Yeah, see that little keyboard? It almost looks like they have a laptop open or something, and it may be facing him. So I wonder if they have a laptop open with something on the screen, because I notice he keeps looking at it.
And I'm trying to
So
if it did, and they're telling me it did. So now I'm trying to figure out who had your gun, and you're saying nobody did 15, 16 times, and who had a round from your gun. Did anybody have your ammo? I don't know. You explain to me. You try to explain to me why.
I'm not going to try to explain. I told you
You
that.
can't. You can't explain why your round is by this dead girl's foot.
Because it's not.
This dead girl's foot, look how red he is.
But it is. You
But
believe
it's
in
not.
science. You believe in that analysis. You believe that our lab, that round's been in storage since the 14th of 2017.
I am telling you that any round involved in this whole thing did not come from my gun.
And I'm telling you, you're lying.
Okay.
Because I have evidence that it is.
You don't.
That's not evidence that
I'm telling you.
No, he already had it out, Tripper.
please,
Nope.
tell me. I'm all ears. I'm all ears. I'm all ears.
I've got nothing to say.
Sell me.
I've got nothing to say. This is ridiculous.
Ooh, he looked at his wrist again.
So you're saying you didn't have the gun on the trail, so there's no way you racked it out there on the trail and somebody might have picked this round up? Ever?
What I'm telling you is I don't carry my gun. I carry my gun if we go fishing along the river, like night fishing. I carry my gun if we're going to go out and tromp through the woods mushroom hunting somewhere. That's about the only times I even carry my gun.
And you weren't mushroom hunting and you weren't fishing that day.
It was like February or something.
February 13th,
Okay.
2017.
You realize mushrooms don't grow that early,
Yeah,
right?
it's about May, right? April,
Probably
May.
around there.
Yeah. That's
So
what I'm saying.
why would I be mushroom hunting?
I'm just saying, you weren't mushroom hunting and you weren't fishing. You're just walking on the trail. There's no way you would. I'm trying to figure out how that round got out there. If you're adamant that it is your round, I mean, you can't deny that. It's a round from your gun. Did you rack it on the trail? And you know,
I didn't. I didn't have my gun that
you
day.
never racked it on the trail
I didn't have my gun that day.
ever, any day.
He did.
You ever remember racking your gun on that trail?
No, I don't.
You ever remember racking your gun while you're mushroom hunting out there in the years prior? Do you ever remember racking your gun when you were fishing?
Look how he looks away when he answers. Watch again. This is important. If you've already got your mind made up, I don't even know why you're watching these.
You're just walking on the trail. There's no way you would. I'm trying to figure out how that round got out there. If you're adamant that it is your round, I mean, you can't deny that. It's a round from your gun. Did you rack it on the trail? And you know,
I didn't. I didn't have my gun that
you
day.
never racked it on the trail
I didn't have my gun that day.
ever, any day. You ever remember racking your gun on that trail?
No, I don't.
You ever remember racking your gun while you're mushroom hunting out there in the years prior? Do you ever remember racking your gun when you were fishing? Did you ever go fishing there?
Not usually, no.
Okay. Where do you usually go fishing?
Down at the dam.
Oakdale?
No, in town, the little creek.
Oh,
Deer
okay.
Creek.
Yeah, Deer Creek. And you said earlier you don't shoot it a lot, so you weren't out there target practicing.
No.
Okay. All right. Well, I'm just trying to figure out how it got there.
90% made up. Yeah, Jack, it is. 90%.
When you said you carry it when you're mushroom hunting and fishing, and obviously I know when mushrooms grow, and I know probably, I mean, you could go be fishing in February. Why do you carry it? Why would you carry your gun? I'm not a fisherman or a hunter. But why would you carry your gun if you're out mushroom hunting?
Just because you're going to be out in the boondocks, you just never know who you're going to run into.
Mm.
Personal protection.
Okay.
Looks at his wrist again.
Or snakes or something like that, I guess.
I probably wouldn't shoot a snake.
You wouldn't?
No.
That right wrist.
No.
I hate
Just
snakes. That works.
I'm not saying I like them.
I guess I'm quicker than a snake. I could get away maybe. When you do carry it, do you carry it like just on your hip, or do you carry it like one of those fancy holsters, or do you just put it in your pocket, or
It's got a holster, side holster.
like a paddle holster like this, just clips, or does it go through the belt?
It goes through the belt. Well,
Mine just slides on.
it goes through the belt or clips. I don't know. I'd have to look. Right off, I don't remember.
And you said when you do carry, you have one in the chamber. That's how I carry mine.
Generally, yeah.
So he has a side holster.
All right, let me see what the prosecutor has to say. I'm gonna call him real quick. Tell him what's going on, okay?
Okay.
What do you want me to tell him?
I want you to tell him whatever you want to tell him. I mean,
The truth? I'll tell him the truth because that's what I do.
that's your version of the truth. Because it's obviously not.
I'm not making it up.
It's obviously not the truth.
You think I'm making up that we found this round? And
I don't know what you're doing. What I'm telling you is...
I'm not making this up. You and I both know. I'm not lying to you about anything. Everything I'm telling you is facts.
Okay.
I'm not trying to trick you into anything, Rick. I know you probably watched, you said you watched Dateline, all these fancy shows. I'm not trying to trick you. I'm just giving you some of the evidence that we have against you.
And I'm telling you that that's not possible.
Well, I can't. I'm not making this up. I showed you. I can't make it up. This is a legal document. Item 16.
Any other evidence that
was identified as being cycled in the firearm of item 314. Item 314 is your gun. Item 16 is the round that we found out there on the ditch bank next to Liberty's foot. And that round compared to your gun.
And I'm telling you that didn't happen. That
I'm
it's
telling
not
you
possible.
did. I don't. So you think I've just typed this up? You think I'm just...
You're saying it happened. I'm not denying you're saying that. What I'm telling you is there's no way my bullet was found near a murder scene. It didn't happen.
And I showed you a picture.
And I can tell you...
Of a round, a Winchester .40 caliber round, right?
I've got nothing to work. Any other evidence that you have is obviously not going to point at me. I mean... It
is.
Okay.
The expert witnesses, the witnesses, all of it.
I don't believe that. But go ahead and call the prosecutor.
I'm just stumped here on what you think I made this up.
What do you want me to tell you?
I want you to tell you.
One other thing about the bridge guy picture is, remember, he also said in interview 1 that he kept a hat shoved in his coat pocket. And if you look at bridge guy in his right pocket, it looks like there's something shoved in it.
How do you think I made this up? Do you think I just typed this up? This is an official document.
I never said you made it up. I never said you made it up.
I can't lie to you and say, hey, I have an official document right here saying that this exam was done on this round that we found at the scene. I can't make any of that up. That's what you're telling me.
Well, no.
Okay.
I've not once said that you're lying. I've not once said that you're making that up.
You're just saying
what I'm telling you is that there's no way that a bullet from my gun ended up anywhere near a murder scene. It just didn't happen. And that's all I can tell you. I can't tell you any more than that.
And all I can tell you is we found this round back in 2017.
Okay.
Collected it. Have compared other guns to it. Other guns have not matched. We've had it for over 5.5 years. Right, we get information. You're on the trail. We want to talk to you and say, hey, what's going on? Who'd you see? What'd you do? You kind of cooperate, but then we say, hey, we're looking for this and that. Would you let us look? Nope. Get a search warrant. We did. We got a search warrant.
Sure.
And we found this gun in your house that you bought in 2001. That the extraction marks, which is the analogy I got from the lab, is it's compared to a fingerprint. It's unlike anybody else's.
Okay.
So these extraction marks, if they got my SIG 40, if I had a SIG 40, I have a 45 and a 9, but if I had a 40, it wouldn't match to my gun. And we've had multiple 40 caliber guns down there testing on other people that cooperated with us.
Okay.
And it doesn't match to their gun.
Oh, sorry.
So that's why I'm telling you why we're here. Sure. One reason why we're here today is because your gun matches to this round that was found out there. I can't make that up. I'm not lying to you, Rick. I can't. That's unethical. I can't go.
It's obviously what you think.
It's
what I'm telling you is
it's not what I think. It's what the evidence is telling me.
That's so
funny. If I just thought, I'm gonna make this story up of it.
That's kind of funny to even hear them say that. I can't lie to you. It's unethical. Yeah, they can, and they do.
Is because your gun matches to this round that was found out there. I can't make that up. I'm not lying to you, Rick. I can't. That's unethical. I can't go.
It's obviously what you think. What I'm telling you is it's not
what I think. It's what the evidence is telling me. If I just thought, I'm gonna make this story up of it. Somebody was out there and jacked around out of their gun. I can't make that up without the evidence that indicates it. Did they say anything to you about this round and about your gun the day they talked to you a couple weeks ago?
No.
No, because we didn't know.
Okay.
And then we collected all the evidence that we thought would match to the evidence that we have and run the test on it. And the test says, ding.
And what I'm telling you is, and I guess I
can't deny this.
What I'm
I
telling
know
you
what you're
is,
telling me. You're telling me that your gun and that round was nowhere near. And I'm telling you that the evidence indicates it is. Right? We're on the same sheet?
That's what you're telling me, yes.
And that's what you're telling me.
No.
What are you telling me?
I'm telling you that...
There's no way in hell that my gun and rounds out there. Go ahead, say it. Sorry, I won't interrupt you.
I'm not saying anything.
Because you know it's a lie. I can't make this up. That's what I'm saying. You and I both know. I can't make this up. I can't. This is a certified official document. I can't just type this shit up and say, oh, look at me. I'm lying to you, Rick. Okay. I'm trying to trick you into confessing to something you didn't do. That's bullshit. You and I both know I can't do that.
Okay.
So tell me.
You tell me. Tell me.
I think you're involved in this double homicide. That's what I'm telling you because of the facts that we have.
I get that you think that. And I'm telling you I wasn't.
Okay. And if that's all it was, your word against my word, I would be like, okay, Rick, we'll see you later. But I got all this evidence that we can present to a jury of your peers that's going to say, wow, Rick did this. He won't talk to us, though, so we don't know what he is. He's just some crazy monster that chases around teenage girls and wants to torture them and do whatever. That's what they're going to say. And now your wife and your daughter and your friends and your family have to live with that.
Exactly. They already have to. You've already done the damage.
I didn't do the damage.
You certainly did.
My
You
round
and
isn't-
everybody else.
A round from my gun isn't down there.
I can't explain to you something
Me too.
that I don't understand.
Me too, Mouse.
Okay. I wish you could. I wish somebody could.
I certainly wish I could.
Well, sit tight and we'll just find out what your wife's been telling the other detective. Okay? I can bring her in here too. Let her tell you. Maybe she can convince you to tell the truth.
Going to get old Kathy. I know. I'd love to hear hers. I want to know how they spoke to her. You guys got to remember that these interrogations are all about psychology and mind fucking and shit. It doesn't mean it's illegal. It's just the mind games they play. And I think the dynamics on the phone calls are very telling as to how he's treated by the females in his life. Right, but Rivera, he's not confessing here. So they can lie, but not about the bullet. They can lie about everything. I don't like it either, but... Good morning, Michaela. This video is only an hour and a half. It's not incredibly long. Yeah, but it's been how many years, Marie? Just D, you're not going to tell me I should be ashamed. This is your final warning to have some respect for others' opinions, just like I do. I've respected you. Don't tell me I should be ashamed of anything. For my opinion. Me too, Jenna. I find it very interesting. Jay, watch how he and Kathy interact when she comes in. I don't know if he was always so submissive at home. Interesting. I haven't seen this yet, so this is my first reaction. Hey, Liverpool Linda. 5 years, so he's not going to have the same hair, same facial hair, nothing. Especially if you think he got away with something. And you don't have to use all caps either. Like, You're good.
Your wife wants to come in and talk to you, so she can.
Here we
come
go. Here
talk to
comes
you.
Kathy.
Okay. Anything else?
Time to face the music.
You need a smoke break? You want to smoke? You want to step out back and smoke before you talk to your wife?
If you'll let me, I will.
Do
But
you have a cigarette?
they're in my jacket.
Where's your jacket?
I'm assuming she has it.
Okay.
Were there cigarette butts found? Were there cigarette butts found? Hey, Hellcat. Here comes Mama. Here comes the old lady. Oh, yeah. I forgot about the photo. Sorry. Hold on. Let me get rid of it. My bad. I got too many windows going here. Keeps looking at that right hand as well. I'm sorry. Something's up with that. Something definitely up with that right wrist. Something on the left top of his hand as well. Cole, I'm doing well today. I'm even better since you're here. Happy Wednesday, everybody. You're welcome, Heather. I thought there was butts found. Heart attack at 37, smoker, alcoholic. He ain't going to last very long. He's probably healthier now, to be honest. Right, but you're reading everybody else's comments that aren't in caps, just D. That's all. That's what doesn't make sense to me. Like, no one else is typing in caps, so.
So step out back.
Is there a restroom I can use?
He's going to have his last ciggy.
See, water.
Well, see, I think the problem is,
smoke
okay.
break. Anything else?
Hold on.
I'll see if she wants.
Hold on. If there were butts, you'd think they'd have direct DNA. So I think the problem is here, right? I don't know when they picked up the cigarette butts. That's the problem. So remember, we heard they didn't even go back and pick up the sticks that were around or on top of the girls for weeks. They literally set them aside and went back. Like weeks later. Thank you, Kels. I think a timeout is in order. I mean, just Dia, unless you're Kathy Allen, you're fucking wild with your defense of this man. I'm going to be damn honest with you. Unless you're Kathy Allen, you need to seek help. That you're out white knighting for Richard Allen in random chats that you've never been in before. It's weird. Touch grass, as they say. Take 5. I mean, damn.
Okay.
Come talk to you. You need nothing else? Water good? You need anything else to drink?
Just over this.
I know. I want to get over it too. I have a job to do. I'm trying to figure shit out.
Get it.
Okay.
Oh, did Trisha Talk send her viewers over? What a sweetheart. Thank you, Trisha. Welcome, Trisha's. Welcome, BJ's Big Bushes to the Cooterville. So BJ's Big Bushes just entered Cooterville? That's a great mix, isn't it? Thank you for coming over, guys. The Big Bushes. Welcome in, says Tato. BJ's Big Bushes have entered Cooterville. 'Cause I don't know. 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 'Cause Because that's not annoying. Anonymous. Cooter like delivery. Did it give us a notification in our chat? Because I can't see it here on my end. I agree, Snazzy. It's a little disturbing. Oh, that's really cool. That's a new feature on YouTube. Hey, big girl for life. She says that she's convinced they got the right guy. We've got about, I would say, 30 minutes left. Brendan. Look what Brendan said, guys. Come on in, but close your legs. Hey, Shelly. Good to see you. Thanks for being here. Beautiful picture, by the way. Hey, Black Wolf. Evidence don't lie.
You don't hold account.
I think we just got a new subscriber. Nan, welcome in, Nan. Thank you for subscribing to my channel. I know, Tripper. We should be able to hear it all. Hey, Trisha. Thanks for sending over your peeps. Appreciate that. I said BJ's Big Bushes has entered Cooterville. Trisha. That's a scary thought. You guys need to check out Trisha if you haven't. Appreciate you. She's our other British friend. Britain. Great Britain. Jenna says, after watching these, my mind has changed from not guilty to guilty. Hold on a second. Oh, Trisha, it's been a long one. So this happened in 2017, and in my opinion, I think there were others.
Me again.
Uh-oh.
She wants to talk to you.
Why are we frozen again?
She's calming down a little bit.
Okay.
Hold on.
We basically told her.
Why does it keep freezing like that? Hold on a second. Sorry about that. Hey, Stephanie, good morning. Yeah, no wall handstands or anything like that. Nothing crazy. No sitting Indian style and meditating. Shelly Ray, my opinion, is guilty. Looks like he is closing his eyes now.
Me again. She wants to talk to you.
Okay.
She's calming down a little bit.
Okay.
We basically told her about the same evidence that we have that we told you about, and she's wants to talk to you. She's a little
She's
upset.
probably terrified.
She is.
Thank you,
So she's
Trisha.
drinking the water and calming down a little bit. Like I told her, you mentioned it earlier. You're worried about what people are going to think and all this. I get that. I don't think you're a bad person. Neither does she.
What kind of good person kills two people?
People make bad decisions all the time. I don't know what happened. For all I know, maybe they did something.
What makes two of us?
Well, you have some explaining to do, though. I don't think you can explain why, and other than you think I'm making it up. But good people make bad decisions all the time. Good people get backed into a corner all the time, and I don't know what they did. Maybe.
There's that wrist again.
Even they did something to
That freaking wrist, y'all.
anybody could do something to deserve to be killed over, but if somebody gets angry and their medication isn't right or whatever, I'm on medication. If my medication isn't right, maybe I don't make the best decisions. People that are drinking and doing drugs, not saying you do, but when people drink and do drugs or the medication's off, maybe they make bad decisions. Good people do it all the time, but good people get out in front of it and tell the truth and try to help, put an end to it. It's over. And she believes that she doesn't think we're making any of this up. She thinks you're a good person. I think you're a good person. I just think something went wrong. I don't know why or what happened, but only one person can tell me, and that's you.
I can't tell you something that I don't know. I don't know how to make that any clearer.
You don't want to remember?
Oh my God, I didn't do anything. I didn't murder two little girls. I didn't help somebody murder two little girls. I wasn't involved in, what'd you say, scheming or whatever. I wasn't involved with these two girls in any way, shape, or form. Never even seen them before.
There's the wrist again. The wrist again. I can't ignore that. I'm sorry. How many times has he looked at that wrist? What happened to that wrist?
Well, I'm going to let her talk to you a little bit.
Okay.
You guys can try to sort this out. Let me know whatever I can do to help. If you need more water or anything.
Okay.
Need another smoke break. I just feel like
He looked at it again.
You.
Mhm.
I said, you don't know what to think.
It's tough.
He hasn't been cuffed yet.
It's not tough, it's bullshit.
I don't think it is.
Okay.
Or
You
was
got
he
a
cuffed?
valid explanation of all this,
I think so.
but you don't. That's what
I can't explain something I don't know.
All right. Well, we'll figure it out.
Yeah, I definitely don't envy the jury that had to make this decision, because I do think that the investigation was flawed from the beginning. But there can be a flawed investigation and still get the right guy. Both things can be true at the same time. Here we go.
Yeah. It's all right, babe. It's gonna be all right. They're trying to tell me that you actually believe that I did it. I just can't believe that.
Trying to figure out where there's a bullet out there.
I know. Do you think I'm not? And that's what I told them. I can't explain something I don't understand. I tried to explain to him that there's no way that a bullet from my gun was at a murder scene, because it didn't happen. I didn't even have my gun that day I went out. You know me. You know this isn't something I could do. And I know that you know that. You don't have to tell me that, I know.
Look how he's leaned away from her. What does that mean?
They really think I did this. And they want me to believe that I know you know I didn't do this. I guess that's what I'm saying. I don't know what they're trying to do here, but I'm not going to say something that's not true, and I can't explain something that I don't understand. The only way for me to explain it is that I don't know, because I'm saying it's not possible. There's no way that a bullet from my gun ended up at a murder scene. I didn't murder anybody. I didn't help somebody murder anybody. You know, I'm not going to sit here and try to convince you. I know you know me. I know you know that I didn't do this. Had anything to do with it. Talk about scheming or something.
Yeah, I don't. Don't know how did a bullet from your gun get out there?
I don't know.
Because they said it came gun.
I know that's what they believe me. That's what they're telling me.
But how did it get there?
I don't know.
They said there was one in your box above your dresser that matched it.
They showed me that picture too. I can't explain it. And I don't.
I can't either. They keep asking me, and I don't know how to answer that.
You
No way
answer it.
for me to know.
I understand. Me either. And that's what I'm trying to tell them. You want to keep asking me, and I just keep telling you I can't explain it. I don't know how to explain something that isn't possible. But I know, this is what I do know. I know that no bullet from my gun was connected with a murder in any way, shape, or form. And there's no way a bullet from my gun would have been near Abby and Libby's murder or anything else, because I never even seen those girls. Period. And I didn't even have my gun that day. So that's what I'm trying to say. I don't know how to make that any clearer. I don't know how to make that any clearer. I don't know how to make somebody understand. I get what he's saying. I don't have a way to explain it.
And they're like, there's a witness that said it was you out there.
Dear, I don't
And
know
I'm
what.
like, how did they know it was you? So they said they showed her a picture. And I'm like, of course you were out there.
If they seen me out there, they seen me out there, dear. And I
But
told
were
them.
you on the bridge?
I told them I was on the bridge. I went out to the first trestle.
Oh, okay.
That first
I
thing
don't
that.
remember you telling me that.
Oh, boom.
You told me, so I told you weren't on it. But I didn't.
It doesn't, hon, you're not in any trouble. You did.
She says, why didn't you tell me you were on there? See, that to me is telling right there.
The first trestle.
Oh, okay.
That first
I
thing
don't
that.
remember you telling me that. You told me, so I told you weren't on it. But I didn't.
It doesn't, hon, you're not in any trouble. You didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Huh?
I didn't know you were on it. I'm sorry.
Well, don't worry about it.
You told
Hon,
me you weren't.
huh?
You told me you weren't, so I just was.
No, I told you that I
Oh.
walked.
You told me you weren't there. Did you hear her? You told me you weren't. You told me you weren't.
Of course you were out there.
If they seen me out there, they seen me out there, dear. And I
But
told
were
them.
you on the bridge?
I told them I was on the bridge. I went out to the first trestle.
Oh, okay.
That first
I
thing
don't
that.
remember you telling me that. You told me, so I told you weren't on it. But I didn't.
It doesn't, hon, you're not in any trouble. You didn't do anything. I didn't do anything. Huh?
I didn't know you were on it. I'm sorry.
Well, don't worry about it.
You told
Hon,
me you weren't.
huh?
You told me you weren't, so I just was.
No, I told you that I walked.
Okay.
I love you, baby. I don't know what they're trying to do, but I know that that's not what I told you. I love you. And I just, this is, they're not going to get away with this.
Look how she's pulled back from him. Look at that. Look at her body language. It's so telling. She's not leaning
This is
into him or
exactly
anything.
what I would never want for you. And there's nothing I can do about it. I'm not going to say I did something I didn't do. I'm not.
Yeah.
And I know you know me. And I know you know that I would never do this. All I can say, hon, is you know me. I know you know me, and I know you. And what they're doing to you right now, I'm not okay with this at all. And they know it, but they're going to do what they're going to do. I'm just sorry you're having to hurt. I'm sorry I'm having to go through it.
Huh?
I mean, how? It's like I told them, the damage is already done. You've already talked to people I work with. You've talked to neighbors of mine. And I care about what people think. You know I care about what people think.
No.
Oh, I have enough trouble not trying to believe that people think. Half the time I just think they think what I'm thinking. You know what I'm talking about. I'm always worried about what Jory thinks or.
I know.
And they're trying to, talk about my anxiety and depression and shit. And, I've tried to explain to them it's been going on for 7-8 years. Hell, I've had it my whole life. They want me to tell them that I did it. And I'm not going to. I'm not going to admit to something that I didn't do. How stupid is that? I don't care what they do to me. I'm not going to admit to doing something I had nothing to do with. And I'm not going to try to explain something I can't explain because I don't know. You tell me because I don't know. I just know that I never even carried the gun unless we were going mushroom hunting, tromping through the woods, or fishing along the river. That's the only time I even carried it for the most part. I never even would have, hell, I haven't carried my gun and I don't even remember a time when I used to carry it. I mean, other than going fishing, like if we were going night fishing.
But how could the bullet get out there, honey? I can't understand that.
I told you, I can't either, hon. There's two explanations. One is, the bullet didn't come from my gun.
But did it though, honey? They got ballistics on it.
I get that. Then it didn't come from a murder scene. I don't know what else to say. I get that. I get what they're saying. What I'm telling you is, if that bullet came from my gun, there's no way it was found with their investigation for the murders. There's no way.
Yeah, by
I
that
can't
dead
explain
leg.
something I had no answer for. They want you to think that I done it. That's what this is all about. They want you to come in here and make me believe that you think I did it, and I know you don't. You know me too well.
Gaslighting. How many times is he gonna tell her you know me? Because she's looking at him like I don't know you.
Like this, or even be involved with something like this. So they're probably going to come and take you away from me and go at me again. So, just tell them you want an attorney, and they'll have to let you leave.
Why haven't you said that? Why haven't you said that?
I'm trying to. I don't know what they're doing.
Y'all watch Dateline every Friday, Ricky.
Yes, you do.
There is no way that evidence is going to show that I did
Right
this.
fucking here, Rick.
You got one piece of evidence.
What happened in between there? I don't like these cuts at all. All right, let me turn the volume down because they're screaming now. They go from this, and then we don't even see the detectives freaking come back in. I don't like that. All right, here we go.
Yes, you do.
There is no way that evidence is going to show that I did
Right
this.
fucking here, Red.
You got one piece of evidence
I got
that I
multiple
can't explain.
pieces. Multiple. I'm not showing you my whole fucking hand here.
I don't care. I'm
You
telling
should
you I'm
care.
done
And
talking.
now you're gonna drag your fucking wife and your daughter through this because you're too fucking bullheaded to get out in front of this and admit that you made a mistake. And whatever the fuck happened out there, we'll never fucking know because you're too big of a fucking bullheaded. Go ahead.
So tell you I did something
Tell me
that
the
I
truth.
didn't do.
The truth, Rick. I don't want to
I've
know.
told you the truth and you don't want to hear it.
The evidence tells me otherwise. The evidence clearly indicates you're involved in this.
No,
I
it
said this-
doesn't.
It fucking does.
It doesn't. I'm telling you that there is no way that a bullet from my gun was used in these murders.
And I'm telling you that we had this fucking round on February the
understand.
14th, 2017. It's been secured in a fucking laboratory. And we've tested other guns.
I understand
I'm
what you're
telling her.
saying.
I want her to hear this,
I
Rick.
understand what you're saying. What I'm telling you is I can't explain something I don't understand.
Oh, the scientists
That's not
explained it
possible.
for you. The lab analysis of analysts have explained that for you. They're saying that this round, without a doubt, came from your gun.
Then
And you told
you've
me-
taken it from somewhere else then. Because it's not possible.
I did not take it from somewhere else. It was logged in. It was taken as photograph. You think we fucking went and stole your fucking round and threw it down by a fucking dead girl's foot?
Oh, damn.
This ain't fucking TV. This is realistic.
Ooh, did you see his face? Watch this. Watch this part. Do you think we put that bullet down by a dead girl's foot? Watch his face. Damn. This is intense.
Then
And you told
you've
me-
taken it from somewhere else then. Because it's not possible.
I did not take it from somewhere else. It was logged in. It was taken as photograph. You think we fucking went and stole your fucking round and threw it down by a fucking dead girl's foot? This ain't fucking TV. This is realistic.
I understand.
We collected that fucking item on February the 14th. We didn't take it from anywhere
Okay.
else but that fucking scene. And we didn't take your gun from anywhere else. We took it from your fucking house.
I'm telling you I can't explain something.
And I'm telling you the fucking analysts explain it. You can't get past this.
Can you please let my wife out?
Absolutely. Come on, Kathy.
I love you, baby. Can I kiss her?
Yeah, kiss her. Do the right thing, Kathy.
Oh, her
Tell them
arms
to
are
do the right
down.
thing.
Her arm
She
was.
knows I will.
Yeah, do the right thing.
Damn. Damn. See, we don't know how this escalated. So sometimes they meet them where they are, right? So if Richard started cussing, they may,
I love you, baby.
Can
I kiss her?
Yeah, kiss her.
oh man. Yeah, match their energy. That's what I was looking for, EB.
Do the right thing, Kathy. Tell him to do the right
Wow.
thing.
She knows I will.
Yeah, do the right thing. You're going to put your family through this for no reason.
They cuss all the time. If the person is, here he is alone again. There's only about 3 minutes left. Oh, what did he say? Hold on.
Do the right thing.
She knows I will.
Yeah, do the right thing. You're going to put your family through this for no reason.
Motherfuckers. Did he say I fucked up? Hold on. He said motherfuckers. Hold on. Oh, he's pissed. He is pissed. Hold on. Let me see if I can, 'cause I'm only going to do this one time. Hold on. It's almost over anyhow, so. All right, there we go. And let me give it some gain so we can hear it better. All right, here we go. I fucking hate him.
She knows I will.
Yeah, do the right thing.
You're going to put your family through this for no reason. What?
You're gonna pay for what you've done to my wife.
What am I
You
doing?
want to
What?
fuck with me, but you leave my wife out of this. Fuck, leave me out of it.
No, you're involved in this. You're fucking rounds there, Rick.
No, it's
I can
not.
see you're getting pissed off. I
I
understand.
am pissed off. Did you not see my wife?
Did you not see these fucking two girls dead? No, that's what happened. You got fucking pissed off at them. You fucking dragged them down a fucking hill, and you fucking killed them. Don't fucking tell me you didn't.
I didn't kill anybody.
Bullshit.
Ability?
Fucking upset for a reason.
Wow. Wow, he came in fucking unchained on this. They let Kathy leave, and this dude comes in like a fucking wrecking ball. Holy shit. That escalated quickly.
Fuck, leave me out of it.
No, you're involved in this. You're fucking rounds there, Rick.
No, it's
I can
not.
see you're getting pissed off. I
I
understand.
am pissed off. Did you not see my wife?
Did you not see these fucking two girls dead? No, that's what happened. You got fucking pissed off at them. You fucking dragged them down a fucking hill, and you fucking killed them. Don't fucking tell me you didn't.
I didn't kill anybody.
Bullshit.
Ability?
Fucking upset for a reason, not
Because you guys are trying to kill somebody.
You're trying to tell me that I'm not making this fucking round shit up, Rick. It is what it is.
I'm done talking. Arrest me.
Happy to. Be fucking happy to, because I tried to fucking help you and you wouldn't fucking do it.
Oh, you're helping me.
Guilty, and I know it, and I'm gonna fucking prove it.
Okay.
And I'm not paying for any of this shit. You're paying. This is on you. This ain't on me. It's fucking on you, Rick.
You had your fucking opportunity.
wouldn't fucking do it.
Oh, you're helping me.
Guilty, and I know it, and I'm gonna fucking prove it.
Okay.
And I'm not paying for any of this shit. You're paying. This is on you. This ain't on me. It's fucking on you, Rick.
You had your fucking opportunity.
Fuck. Fucking.
It's over. That's where it ends. That's where it ends. Wow. Oh, you've never seen a cop yell in an interrogation? How many interrogations have you watched? Because they do this shit all the time. It's called pressure, under pressure. So I just want to let you guys know these are all over the news now. Props to Tom Webster for getting him a day early. I don't know how he pulled that off, but good job. This right here is what made me. Oh, look at the news. Got it from Tom. Court exhibit via YouTube.com. Tom Webster channel. Damn, go Tom Webster. That's awesome. This is what convinced me that they have the right guy. This is what like boosted me up to 90%. Okay. Because even if you watched the trial and everything else, we were told that Richard Allen made these false confessions after being drugged up with Haldol, which is true. Which is true. However, what they failed to tell us is that the first confession was roughly 2.5 weeks after his arrest. So we just watched him extremely capable in those two videos. Do you not agree? The first confession came within a month of the first interview. Let that sink in. The other ones came in the beginning of 2023. This one, November 14th, 2022. That is so funny. $25 and he got everything. Wow. Maybe no one thought they were going to release anything, so they didn't bother. I don't know. We're going to listen to this first phone call again before we close out today's stream, because I think it's extremely important that November 14th, 2022, 2.5 weeks after his arrest, this is what he was saying. This is before Haldol injections.
Please hold. Hello, this is a free call from
Ricky.
an inmate at the Indiana Department of Corrections, Westville Correctional Facility.
Hey, are you there?
Hey, yeah.
Hey, okay.
I'm sorry, hon. I'm trying to keep this together.
Oh, hon.
I don't want to upset you anymore. All I want to do is be able to help you. Okay?
Yeah, yeah.
So, I'm not saying anything, but if it gets to a point that it's too much, you just need to call the investigators and tell them to come and get me and bring me to you, and I'll tell them whatever they want me to tell them, because whatever it is they want me to say, I'll just say it.
No.
So I want to be able to make this stand for you. And for everybody else that's hurting because of this. I love you too much. And every time I talk to you, I feel like it's going to be the last time I get to talk to you.
I know. I wish I could hug you.
I can't explain what's been going on.
Oh.
And I don't want you to worry about me.
Yeah.
I'm a man and I'll take care of myself, but I'm worried about you. And that's all I do is worry about you. So, and you let everybody else know how much I love them, won't you?
You need to hang in there, honey, okay?
Huh?
You need to just hang in there, because they're going to get you an attorney soon, okay?
Will you just let everybody know how much I love them?
Of course I will. They already know, hon. They all know.
No, they don't.
He doesn't even have a lawyer yet. Well, yes, he does know how to manipulate her. He's been doing it for years, and we saw it in the interrogation room.
No.
Yes, I do.
Nobody loves me anymore.
Stop. That's not true.
I know. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Not true. Okay.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Okay. Okay.
I know what you told me. I know what you told me, and I believe you.
Yes.
I just, knowing I'm never going to see you again, or at least it feels that way. I'm just saying, if it gets too hard, just tell them to come and get me and bring me to see you, and I'll tell them whatever they want me to say.
No. It's okay. It's okay.
Okay. I don't need you to try and be strong for me. Okay? You need to be weak. You need to be held. You take care of yourself, okay? Okay? I know. But you need to get the help you need. I can't hug you. I can't tell you anything that's going to make you feel better. So please just make sure if you need Mom or Brett or anybody that you're going to them, don't wait.
Okay, I know.
Did you go back to work?
No.
Okay.
They don't want me there.
They don't?
They're afraid for me.
Oh, okay.
That's okay. They're afraid for me and they're afraid for themselves, so.
Okay.
Just do the best I can.
understand.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, baby.
You have 1 minute remaining.
I'm sorry, baby. Just one more thing. I fucked up for you.
Oh, just one more thing. I fucked
I
up.
just love you so much, babe.
I love you too, honey.
Okay. I'm not gonna keep calling.
No.
I wish I could see you, babe. You don't know what I'd give to see you just one more time. Because I don't know that I'm gonna make it. But you just know that if anything happens, I'll see you in the next lifetime. I swear I will, okay? Okay. You take care of the family for me. I love you all.
I love you too, sweetheart.
Okay. Bye-bye. It's good to hear your voice.
I love you too,
Bye.
sweetie.
Okay. It's going to cut us off here.
Okay, I love you. Okay.
I love you.
I love you, honey.
I love you. I'll hold on.
Thank you for using GTL. This is a prepaid.
See, and then in April 2nd, 2023 is when he's on all these meds and shit. He wasn't on all those meds then. He was only in there for 2 weeks. He wasn't in there for 2 months or 2 years. 2 weeks. Just another thing I fucked up for you. Yeah, I'm not buying it. Not buying it. Sorry. He's confessing 2 weeks in. That ain't right to me. Good morning, Sherry baby. Yeah, what else did he fuck up? Well, alcoholism. That's a fuck up, right? All right, let's see the result of our poll because we're going to compare it to yesterday's. So today's poll, we have, let's see. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, I can't begin to imagine Little Boston, like, what he could have been in on. Okay, so today we have, did they get the right guy in your opinion? Today you guys said yes, 38%. All right, hold on. Let me get what yesterday's results. All right, so do they have the right guy? 38% today. Yesterday, 33%. Not sure. Today, 31%. Yesterday, 27%. No. No. Today, 18%. Yesterday, 23%. I think there are more involved. 10% today, 15% yesterday. So, like when Miss Robbins says, I think there's others involved that, you know, they didn't prosecute or whatever. Is that really true, though? They may not have been prosecuted for the Delphi murders, but as we can see, Tony Klein got immunity. What did he tell? See, we never find out about these snitches and what they tell. So Tony Klein got immunity. Keegan Klein got life in prison. So there's two that I think could be involved, that obviously one gave info and the other one got prosecuted. And then we have Ron Logan, who could also be involved or have knowledge or something, and he's dead. So I don't really think he's a fall guy necessarily, because it seems like everyone else that we know of has been affected one way or the other, right? Oh, thank you, Jenna. I'll check it. We don't know that for certain, Lisa Rose. I mean, yeah, we know that he was working with investigators. Yeah, we know that he's most likely in witness protection because nobody can seem to find Tony. And his son was involved in luring girls and putting videos and all kinds of things out. So there's different forms of justice sometimes in these kinds of fucked up investigations. Yeah, Wendy, it's messed up, isn't it? I mean, it's just too coincidental that the meeting with Keegan Klein via Anthony Schatz was set up for the same day. I don't believe in that coincidence. But anyways, guys, I'm going to wrap this up. We are back here at 2 p.m. today, Eastern Standard Time, for day 3 of Lori Daybell. Sometimes dreams, they aren't crystal clear like that. But thank you guys so much for your support today. I appreciate you. If you're new to the channel, please consider subscribing. And if you like my videos, give it a thumbs up. Can I send? Oh, Granny's live? Yeah. Let me shoot you guys over to Granny. That'll be fun. Hold on. We're going to do the transfer. Thank you for saying that. I didn't know she was live. Here she is. Okay. Let's see. All right, let me get you guys over there. Hang tight, hang tight. Because I think she gets notified as well. I'll yeet you guys right over there. Redirect. Here we go. There we go. Okay. Okay, guys, go tell Granny that Jay sent you. I'll see you guys in Granny's. Bye, Trisha. Thank you again for your support and sending your viewers over to me. I appreciate that, Trisha. All right, guys. Thanks, mods. I'll see you guys later, 2 p.m. Back here for Valo. Bye.